Good evening, y'all. Great news. We have found a driver for our second truck. You know, the little day cab I bought back in May? We finally got us a driver, and we're going to be putting it on the road. I believe December the 2nd is going to be his first day. So, yeah, I mean, I was going to put it on while I was with Advanced Trucking, but we decided against that, and I went ahead and got my own authority. And then I was going to focus on paying off bills. You know, that's what I told y'all in one of my videos. I was going to be focusing on paying off my bills from that point on. Well, my friend who has 13 years at this previous employee right now came up to me and said that he's ready to come drive for us. Let's make it happen. So, you know, that door was cracked open, and we just got to push it on open and walk through it so we can get the extra revenue coming in, and we'll have 2 trucks on the road. I believe his first day is going to be December the 2nd, and there's a lot to be done for me to have the little truck ready, because I haven't done anything to it. It has sat in my yard since I bought it, because originally there was going to be an opportunity to lease it as a yard truck, and then they backed out, which is okay. That's fine and good, because I had set up where it could go either on the road or on the yard, because I haul lightweight freight. But we got our 2290. It was a little bit cheaper. We got our tag this week. It was a little bit cheaper. You know, every penny saved is a penny earned. I'm really stoked. I mean, I got the ELD ordered through Big Roads. Should be here in a few days. I'm in the process of locating a second trailer. You know, discussing with the bank that there is a company that has a buy one, get one half off deal going on right now. And I'm researching that, and we may get 2 trailers instead of 1. You know, there's a possibility there. There's going to be risk in it. There's always risk when you're dealing with a direct shipper. I mean, they could find somebody that'll do it cheaper. They could move their facility. They could just get tired of you, or they could get a new manager of the facility. Things can happen, and you can, you know, have to back up and punt and try a different direction. You just have to be prepared and aware that that type of stuff goes down. But the rewards, if everything stays like it is, and if we get to continue making the revenue that we're making, the rewards can be great. So it's worth the risk with the potential rewards. I mean, I have figured it 12 different ways. The math is there. I do feel like I'm missing something, but I gotta have faith. You know, I gotta have faith that God's gonna take care of me, number 1, and number 2, that numbers don't lie, and that I'm not missing something. I gotta have faith that it is there, and just, you know, make it happen. Push that door open and get that truck on, and let's see how we're standing at the end of the month. See how much money we have at the end of the month. Now, just like me, whenever I had to wait for 30 days for my first check, once he starts, it'll be 30 days before his checks start coming in. So if he starts December 2nd, we won't start seeing any of his money coming into the company until the following month, January 2nd, somewhere around there. And, you know, it's never fun to wait on your money, but at least I'll have the money coming in that I've been earning, and we've had a pretty good month. So I'm hoping and praying that it all works out. All right, so we got his ELD coming in from Big Roads. We have his fuel card coming in from Love's, and we have his lettering for the truck going to be done in the next few days. I've got a guy coming out there to the house to put on the lettering, because I haven't put the insurance on there. I will put the insurance on there next week, and I'll probably take it out for a couple of loads myself before that guy leaves his job, and make sure that the truck is 100% road ready and strong enough to pull the loads. Because, you know, I ain't never pulled loads with no single axle truck. I know it's capable, but we're going to put it through the trials and tribulations, and we're going to see how it goes. I know that legally and everything is good, but if it's physically able to do what we need it to do, I know it's going to be really beneficial with a single single axle day cab getting around some of the places that we deliver. Oh yeah, it's gonna make some of the places a lot better. But it could be dangerous in one or two places because they have really big potholes and stuff in the back, and that could cause it to get stuck. I will be investing in new tires after a few weeks, because the tires that are on there are really slick and have absolutely no grip. And if he gets in a half a bind, you know, he could be needing a pull out. And I don't want to go in the hole getting that rascal pulled out, even if I got to put a winch on the front or something like that. You know, we'll figure out a way. I've been researching the W-2. Well, actually, it's a W-4 form you got to fill out, so you'll know what taxes to withhold from their checks, and so that I can give him a W-2, because I thought about 1099ing him and letting him gain interest in the truck like a partial owner operator, but I just really didn't think that the legalities of that were in my benefit, because if they wanted to come down hard on you, they could. It's probably easier just to go ahead and do the W-2 and learn the system, because that's my goal anyway, is to have company drivers, not owner operators. And I'm gonna be paying myself next year a regular salary with a W-4, so I got to learn all of it anyway, because I got an S-Corp, and with an S-Corp you have to pay yourself a regular salary and then take a dividend at the end of the year. So yep, speaking of taxes, everybody, we're coming up on that end of the year, and every year I try to tell y'all it's time to start doing the end of the year planning. Talk to your tax preparer, your CPAs and stuff, and go over your books. See how bad your expenses are. See how much money you're showing. If there's something extra that you've been wanting or needing to buy and you don't have enough write-offs, go ahead and make that purchase before the end of December, so that it will help you on next year's tax bill. You need to have a tax strategy so that you're not stuck with an extremely large income tax bill. That's always been my path since I've been in business, you know. It's not illegal, it's tax planning. You can go by the tax code and research all the things that you can do in taxes to save you money. Real estate right now is got some really good write-offs and things going on, but I'm not in the real estate. I thought about getting in it, but that's just not my deal. I like the transportation. I did find a piece of real estate in Jackson, Mississippi. It's a mall called Metro Center Mall. They have it listed for sale for $10 million, and it has 120 units in it. Now, when I was younger, that thing was fine, but the crime rate in the area got bad. People started getting mugged in the parking lot, and it's not as popular as what it used to be. But with 120 units, even if you got $500 a month for each unit, what is that, $60,000 a month? You can make your money back, no doubt. I thought about doing something like that. It's been listed for over a year for $10 million, so you could probably get it for $9 million, and that would be a pretty good purchase in my book. But yeah, my This truck's been running pretty good so far. Everything seems to be holding up like we need it to with our authority. I'm still excited, and it still feels real good to have my own name and numbers on the side of the truck. Now, I don't know if I told y'all last week or not, but my dad was cutting some straps to fix a cooler, and he ended up whacking himself wide open. Well, he probably got 8 or 9 stitches. He's not sure because he can't really see that good, and he didn't even ask. But he's going today, and he's going to get his stitches pulled out. Y'all, if you can't see good, don't use a blade. Put the knife down, back away from the table. Use better judgment. He knows I'd be messing with him. That's what he was saying. He said, if you're blind, don't be using a knife. He's never had stitches, and this was his first set of stitches. I said, man, everybody needs to experience stitches. It was pretty rough, though. I mean, he was squirting blood everywhere, and he went to the first fast-paced care, and then they sent him to the ER to get the stitches because he was squirting blood everywhere. He's probably lucky that he didn't bleed out, because like I say, he don't drive himself to the hospital. He has to get somebody to drive him. He has to depend on other people. But yeah, I know he's going to be glad to get them stitches out. They're starting to itch a little bit. See, me, I've had many stitches in my life. I've been rough on myself. But yeah, we got our tag, we had to get our 2290 done for the truck before we could go get our tag. See, when I bought it back in May, I didn't bother because I wasn't for sure I was going to ever put it on the road. But before you put it on the road and get a tag, you got to pay that 2290. And that was $200, I think, is all I had to pay for that one. And I think my tag wasn't but $1,000. So both of those saved me a little bit of cash against my compared to my big truck. And like I say, I think our driver's really going to enjoy that little truck getting around these places that we go to. Plus, he's really experienced driver, so if it was a bigger truck, he wouldn't have a problem. I'm hoping that little Max Force, because since it don't have the DEF system, I'm hoping that it don't give us no trouble. I mean, if it makes it 4 months, I've made my money back out of the truck, and I can take it and trade it in on a little Freightliner Cascadia, or just leave it in the yard for a yard truck and go buy us another Freightliner Cascadia through Schneider. Both are very good options. I mean, I do have a Western Star dealership close to us that does a lot of my repair work. I might would let them sell me one of their Western Stars with that fancy paint job on it, but Lord, I don't want no big note. I'm trying to get out of debt, you know. Anyway, that's all for the video today. I appreciate everybody watching, and I will catch y'all next week, and we will let you know how everything's going and the preparations to get our driver on. God bless. Catch you on the next ride.